Hello, this is Hassan and Naila.
Hey, that Clay couple.
And we are here to teach you and to guide you to a genius relationship so you can master all of the other relationships that matter to you the most.
Yes.
Who out here has a skill set of divorce? Do you know how to get divorced?
I guess I do.
No, you've been divorced.
Oh.
But are you any good at it?
I don't want to be good at it.
But that's just it. You have so many people who keep doing it and doing it and doing it.
Well, that's true. And not good at it and keep messing it up.
Exactly. Right. You can mess up divorce.
Mm-hmm.
So how is it that you develop the mindset divorce? What is it that divorce requires? Divorce really does require you to have some things in place.
Yes, for sure. Like first, commitment. Now, how does somebody say, how can you be committed to divorce? Well, here's your issue. You weren't committed to the relationship in the first place. You didn't start out committed to the relationship in the first place. So you won't be committed to divorce. Here's what I mean. Majority of these relationships, especially because they don't go through civil union, a lot of them don't go through civil union.
He's talking about people who may marry under religious
banners, right? Up under religious banners or religious organizations,
or they just come up with their own definition for commitment,
or while being married.
Right. Everyone doesn't have a legally sanctioned marriage.
Exactly.
We work with many people who don't.
Right. And so what happens in this situation? This is the old junior high school deal of boyfriend, girlfriend. I go at you today, I quit you tomorrow, and all this old type of stuff here. You carry that into adulthood. So you don't really have a commitment. You were committed to, oh, she cute, he cute, we together today. Well, I don't really like him no more. I don't really like her no more.
You caused me too many problems.
You know,
now you want to try to work some stuff out.
Yeah, no, I ain't got time for that.
I don't want to have to hear about it. Why don't we just not discuss the problem?
Right, I don't want to hear all that. So I'm gonna quit you. I'm going on about my business. I'm gonna let you go on about your business. Okay, this is what happened in marriages today. You know, they have that same mindset. So when they divorce on the same premise. I'm just going to get, I'm not going to get committed to divorce. So I'm not going to divorce you amicably.
So how do you commit to a divorce? What does that look like?
That means, and maybe this is what a second thing might be here is, one, you still have to be responsible, just like in the relationship, you still have to be responsible about the things that you are doing in the divorce. Like one, taking care of your children.
Right, because just because you divorced and the marriage is dissolved, you never are dissolved of parental responsibility.
Right. Two.
Well, I want to enter that now. But it's not just, and what we do with that is, I'm divorced, and because you don't follow through with the divorce, you just tap out of the marriage, you leave and you don't discuss, well, how are we going to do parenting?
Right.
How are we going to co-parent?
Right.
How are we going to do child support?
Right.
It doesn't even matter who's paying it. And even if we're just going to make the decision to take care of the kids together and leave the system out of it, that requires a discussion. That requires an agreement. I sit here right now and I've not put the man on my ex. But I tell you what, don't he show up?
He show up every month. Every time.
Every time. And if my children need something, because they go to him on their own, he show up. I'm not going to do that, but we had some discussions. But so when you leave a person in a position where they don't know what your commitment is, you force them to go to the system or their uncle or your mama,
right,
or whatever it is,
right.
Maybe even embarrassing you on social media,
right,
to try to get you to make a commitment. You didn't follow through with the divorce. This is a part of the responsibility of it. Finish your mess.
Right. I mean, and then even on that, we talking about for men in this instance, but then there's women who, okay, you're not letting them see
your children. Because you're mad.
Because you're mad.
Because you're salty.
Right.
So you're going to keep the kids away from it.
But then this was a conversation that was supposed to take place, and there's supposed to have been some follow-up and some follow-through.
or they have the conversation, but then when she get pissed off or she sees him with his new wife, oh, you can't take my kids. My children are going over there. You don't get to dictate how he parents, how she parents. That look, if they're not doing any harm to the kids, this is the thing about what a divorce, though. This is the thing that people don't tell you about. These are the things your divorced friends do not tell you. Is part of the thing with divorce is you don't get to tell
the other person what to do. You don't.
You don't get to oversee it.
Right.
You don't get to monitor.
You don't get to tell them people I want them to have supervised visitation.
Nothing.
You don't get to do anything.
You have to have grounds for supervised visitation.
Right.
You just can't enforce these things. And then you get a divorce and now you're mad because it's not going the way that you want it. You know what? You should have tried to resolve that in your marriage.
Right. If you would have came into the marriage committed about handling the marriage, then you probably wouldn't even be in this spot.
Right. And committed to managing your emotions. Because your ex is going to show up like your ex and will make you hot.
Right.
Your ex
man or woman
is going to piss you off. But you cannot let it rile you to the point where you use the children as pawns.
In this. Exactly.
You know, and this is why you need a mindset for divorce. This is not the mindset for divorce. This is just raggediness.
This is total raggediness. It's total raggediness. So.
And what was the other one that you would say you remember?
Yeah, I mean, I basically just said it. It goes vice versa. It's on a man's side, it's on a woman's side. So if you do not commit to having real adult conversation, hey, the marriage didn't work. We tried. It didn't work. You know, I'll go my way, you can go your way. But we have to take care of this business that we have called our children, called our finances, called our property, called whatever it is that you may have.
And everyone doesn't have assets.
Right. Everyone does.
And we understand that. But you also need to do this. You may go from a home to living in one neighborhood, and then after a divorce, you may move to a smaller place.
Right.
All right, we understand that. A divorce will hit you hard.
Exactly.
It will hit, even if it just was the relocation fees. You're going to chunk out a couple of thousand. We keep telling y'all we're cheaper than divorce.
Please.
You're going to kick out.
Hashtag that clay couple.
You're going to kick out a couple of thousand to move or to sleep on somebody's couch or to live with your sister. And that's going to be a setback. Right. And then you're in this position, but then you don't rebuild from that position for the next marriage.
Right. You don't clear yourself out. You don't cleanse yourself for the next relationship that you're getting ready to go into.
And then you bring in this unresolved financial issues from your divorce into the next marriage and think that you're going to have stability. No, you didn't finish up your stuff. At that point, even though your marriage has dissolved, you still have a commitment to rebuild yourself before you grin up in someone else's face.
Oh, having them grin up. I mean, and then here's what happens with that. Is some people get desperate because they have these other extenuating circumstances.
You mean because they want someone they
broke.
They broke. And they want to get married.
And they want to get married.
I need somebody to take care of me.
I need somebody to take care of me, or I need somebody to fulfill this physical need. I need somebody to be up under me. I need somebody to be over me, or whatever the case may be. They have these type of things going on. Men, same way. You come in, you know you have all this extenuating child support going on. Or you know you in your rears with child support. But then you take on another wife. Am I saying you can't take on another wife? No. Hassan's not saying you can't take on a wife. But what I am saying is you have to clean your mess up. You have to take care of your business. Because then you come up and your child support is, let's say you're making $3,000 a month, but your child support is hitting you $4,000.
And you already asking your wife to help you pay these bills.
Exactly.
And now you want another wife, and you have some child support that you take that you're dealing with.
Right. I mean, even if you unmarried and decide to take on just the wife, not another wife, but just a wife, you know, you still have things that you need to make sure that you're clear. And she's even clear. If you got $1,000 that you got to shell out okay, you know, I can give you X amount of dollars every month, and then, well, this just happened. I can't give you that money this month.
She's not trying to hear that.
I mean, then we have these type of issues. And then not only that, if you have a...
Unless it's temporary.
Right.
I mean, and then everybody goes through.
And then not only that, you know, you have women who may be sitting there, okay, I got 3 kids, but, you know, their dad take care of them from time to time. But
because he's not committed.
But he's not committed. And so now what would that look like for me?
Right, and this is why we end up with communities full of unresolved relationships and residue left over from divorce. Another one is when you in the midst of the divorce, the actual implementation of the divorce, when people leave someone hanging, you leave someone with the apartment, knowing that they can't pay the rent.
Exactly.
You know, leave someone with an eviction notice. You know, you don't give her any maintenance or anything, knowing that she has your children. That's not how you divorce. And again, that goes back to what Hassan was saying. You didn't come into this with the commitment mindset, so then you even leave the marriage with that same type of mindset. Because the last thing is that, and it goes back to what I'm saying, is that let's look at what this does to a community.
Exactly.
Do this 2, 3, 4 times. Let's
jump around from this community to that community to this community to that community.
And then get 5 to 10 different people, don't matter the gender,
right,
who are doing this. And do you think that you're not going to have a community full of children, right, who are a result of
the residue of your stuff,
of your unresolved stuff, as you go from relationship to relationship to relationship without something to help rebuild and to reposition yourself on, and you wondering why isn't this working? You didn't walk in it committed.
You didn't walk into this thing committed. So let's start reevaluating how we do things. Let's have a committed mindset. Let's learn the skill on how to be married, and if we need to divorce, let's learn the skill on how to divorce.
Y'all let us know what you think. You can always find us at www.thatclaycouple.com or hashtag thatclaycouple.
I like saying it now.